Hi everybody, and welcome back to episode 6 of Reigniting Your Creative Spark. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. I hope you're finding that they're helping you on your journey, that you're finding you're becoming a bit less stressed and a bit less anxious about exploring your own creativity. I know this video today I feel is really going to help you tap into and eliminate a lot of the stress and the anxiety, because sometimes naming what's going on is more than half the step towards resolving the situation. And the stress and anxiety I'm talking about today revolves around judgment. And I'm going to give you 4 key signs that you're your own worst judge. Now, most people watching this will probably go, you don't really have to tell me this. I know I'm my own worst judge. It's all well and good to recognize it, but when you recognize the specifics around how you are your own worst judge, then you can start doing something about it. Because nobody wants to sit there and realize, oh yeah, I'm doing something wrong, and not want to do anything to rectify it. I hate the word wrong. Actually, it's doing something that's hurtful to you. Rather than wrong, I'd say hurtful to you, that holds you back. And I talked about stress and anxiety. There's a cause of that stress and anxiety. Once you've identified it, you're more than halfway towards rectifying the situation. Feel free, by the way, because I know this is a doozy for a lot of people, to share this video with colleagues, direct them to the website, or better still, you can get them to pop their name and email into the box above me here, and it means that you're not looking to Google my name, go onto the website every time. The videos will be directed directly into your inbox every week, where I'll be taking a new topic or developing a topic every week. So, on to the crux of why you're watching this. The number one reason why you are your own worst judge, and I found this in the past with myself, is that I used to avoid situations. I felt when I was going to meet certain people that I was better off not going, because at the back of my head I felt that I wasn't good enough. I didn't compare well with them. They had much more success, they had accumulated more money, they had better career prospects, they looked better. The list goes on and on and on and on of the various criteria I applied to tell me that they were not people who I compared myself favorably with, so I avoided them. And how this impacts on creativity is you're avoiding opportunities of meeting people, collaborating with people, and sharing your own, as I said before in previous posts, your own authentic voice. Once you let that out into the world, is powerful. And you're censoring it with that first point straight away, because you're saying this person won't benefit at all from anything I have to say or do because they're better than I am. And that is a really harsh judgment. The second sign that you're your own worst judge is feedback and criticism. Now, some of you are hearing that and going, ugh, ugh, and bracing yourself for it almost. I notice how I'm hunching in my shoulders and tensing up. Do you find when someone gives you feedback and criticism, do you feel something here or here in your stomach? A real sense of tension or stress? It could be a very clear sign that you're taking the feedback personally. And once you take feedback personally, you take a comment about an event or a situation which is of itself quite isolated and quite singular, and you make it into a label that applies to you completely. And notice how I've said it's you are taking the instance that they have spoken about and stretched it out and applied it to you completely. And suddenly, oh, I'm this now, am I? Or I'm that now, am I? And immediately you're reacting defensively to the feedback or the criticism. Feedback and criticism, if you look at the research on creativity, people go through a long journey to expressing themselves and exploring what they do. And if it's something you've discovered and you want to grow and evolve with it, sometimes feedback is the way that you need to move forward. And by taking it personally, you're saying, no, I'm not going to grow and develop. And the more you grow and develop, the happier you'll become, because the closer you are to your authentic voice. The third sign then is all around praise. Now, rather than avoiding praise, because we all like praise, some of us not as much as others, but do you crave praise? Do you need somebody every day to say, oh, you look good, or oh, I'm glad you're here, or you're really making a difference? Rather than giving that to yourself, that you expect it from somebody else. Now, how that impacts on creativity is if you need that all the time, then you're constantly craving it. In the absence of it, you're not going to make any progression. If you go back 2 video posts ago, I talked about I and me, or I and others. The program over here is all about needing other people's opinions and validation. This really steps in here and it will hold you back. The fourth then is all of my own, it's labels. Do you apply labels? I am not this, people are not this. People are not interested in hearing my music, seeing my art, hearing my performance, whatever that is. And performance could be anything. It doesn't have to be something on stage. It's whatever way you express your own creativity. Or I am not creative. Now that is just an all-encompassing brick wall that will stand in your way from reigniting that spark. So there are 4 signs that you're your own worst judge. And I know myself that I have been in the past one of my harshest critics. I want to share an anecdote with you before this video finishes up. 3 months into improv, we did an exercise where one of us stood on stage and everyone else sat down in the audience. And the object was the person on stage had to make the others laugh. If they didn't find what the person on stage did was funny, they got up and left the room. I hated the idea of that game. And I remember getting up on stage, being very angry and really feeling judged and feeling about to be judged and feeling very angry. And I'm going to share with you in the next video how I got through that, because I think that ties into the resolution of the situation. And of course I want you to click onto the next video, let's be honest about it, and follow the journey. And also I don't want you here till midnight like the guy in the Meteor 3G ad throwing a glass of water over your face. You're like, God, is she ever going to shut up? Come here. So one last reminder, if you're new to this, like what I've said or really resonate with it, because I'm sharing tips and tools every week, pop your name and email into the box above my head here and I can send these emails directly to your inbox. And next week I'm going to be looking at 3 practical techniques to eliminate judgment. I'm also going to be releasing a Free Yourself from Judgment hypnosis track over the next couple of weeks. Keep an eye on my webpage and keep an eye on the newsletter, and I will update you on how to get your hands on it completely free of charge over the next few days. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.